It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another live stream. We got some breaking news. Trump's big, beautiful bill passed today, just hours ago. And here's what will be impacted. Let's go.
Washington now, where Congress delivered a legislative victory for the president today. The so-called One Big Beautiful Bill is now headed to the president's desk. Erica Brown explains what it took to pass the massive spending plan and the potential impacts.
House Republicans handed President Trump a big win on his so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
The yeas are 218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
Lawmakers passed the massive budget bill after a day of tense negotiations, with Republican leaders and President Trump himself working to wrangle support from GOP holdouts.
He helped answer questions and articulate his vision and what this bill will mean for the country and his agenda.
The legislation significantly boosts spending for border security, immigration enforcement, and defense. It also extends Trump's 2017 tax cuts, increases the child tax credit, and ends taxes on tips and overtime pay.
The One Big Beautiful Bill is for the people who don't have lobbyists in this town.
The Democratic House.
I want to go to something key real quick. Now, we already done a stream going over the details and semantics of those child tax credits being boosted. And that's only, the stipulation would be if the parent has both social security numbers of both parents, things of that nature. It's a few stipulations in regards to tax cuts. And also, you know, they're not even talking about the massive cuts in Medicaid. You know what I'm saying? They're not even talking about that right now. But nonetheless, I want to hone in on boost border security and ICE enforcement. They're going to need to. They're going to need to boost border control and ICE enforcement. ICE going to be everywhere. ICE going to be like the police. ICE going to be out here like your ordinary, everyday police officer. You're going to see them everywhere. And they're going to be spending a lot of money on that because there's a reason why. You know, we're going to talk about that in this particular stream because make no mistake about it, Black people are also the target of deportation. And we're going to talk about that. You know, and we're going to go to some sources, very reputable sources. But nonetheless, let's go.
2017 tax cuts, increases the child tax credit, and ends taxes on tips and overtime pay.
The One Big Beautiful Bill is for the people who don't have lobbyists in this town.
The Democratic House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries delayed the final vote with a record-breaking 8-hour and 44-minute floor speech in opposition to the bill.
We're here, Mr. Speaker, to take our sweet time on behalf of the American people.
Democrats voted against the bill unanimously, citing changes and steep cuts to safety net programs, including SNAP, the Food Assistance Program, and Medicaid.
Oh, yeah, you can forget about it. SNAP, food stamps, you know, they're going to be probably cutting disability, housing, all of it. You know, get rid of the have-nots. You know, do some ethnic purging in the country, make America white again. You know, let's simultaneously trim the fat, you know, and let's get rid of the poor. You know, let's enrich the rich even more. Get rid of the lower class and, you know, put more pressure on the middle class, right? That's what it looked like to me.
The nonpartisan.
And you know what's crazy? The highest recipient of food stamps is white people. That's the crazy part. So Trump don't give a damn about nobody. Anyway, let's go.
Congressional Budget Office estimates Medicaid could be cut by roughly $930 billion, with nearly 12 million people at risk of losing health care coverage.
Damn, that's a lot of people about to lose health care coverage. That's why I be telling people, get your mind right, eat right, get your rest, find out the herbs and seeds and fruits yielding seeds that can, you know, heal the body, because they don't really give a damn about us. That's all I can tell you.
Shame on this institution if this bill passes. That's not America. We're better than this.
President Trump is planning a White House signing ceremony for his signature.
And ladies and gentlemen, I see y'all rolling in, man. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen on y'all way in, right? I see y'all. Let's go.
legislation on the 4th of July. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Taking a live look in Washington.
Well, there you have it. The big, beautiful bill is passed, and I'm not really surprised about that. You know, their agenda is moving full-fledged. And also, you know, Black people, yes, they can be the target of deportation. You know, contrary to popular belief, you know, over 500,000 Haitians got their protection status eliminated. That's right. And I'm gonna ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask y'all a serious question. How many of y'all can tell the difference between a Haitian and a regular brother? Let me know something in the chat. How many of you all can tell the difference? Like if you look at a regular foundational Black American versus a Haitian. Because all I know is, you know, when I'm in the sun, right, and I got my locks, right, and I get a little suntan, I look like a Haitian. You know, I mean, is there something that we can tell the difference? I mean, I'm really asking. This is a genuine question. You know, because I definitely can be mistaken for an Ethiopian as well. I can be mistaken for an Ethiopian. I got a big ass forehead. I got a big nose. I got locks. I could be, you know what I'm saying? I can be labeled a non-foundational. I don't know. I mean, how the hell would they know? I mean, it just looks like a situation where ICE just gonna be pulling up on anybody. And if they can't tell, right? If I can't tell and I'm Black, how the hell these juiced up ass ICE agents gonna tell the difference between, you know, us and them? I mean, Black is Black. Black is Black. That's why, you know, Black is a very blanket statement. You know, I mean, listen, I understand that these racists, these white supremacists, they don't see nothing. All they see is Black people. Now, I'm not here to say that you all should fear or anything. I personally believe that they can't get rid of us if they wanted to, because they can't live without us. But I do believe that that doesn't mean we can't be the target of harassment. That doesn't mean that these ICE agents, depending on what type of time they on, can't cause us problems. Right? Let me see. Alan Anderson says, wow, dude, stop with the hate. Alan, mind your business, man. This Black folks' business right now. You're not in jeopardy of getting packed up and shipped out right now. What are you talking about? Like, what is this guy talking about? He comes here, stop the hate. What are you talking about? Mind your business. Let's go.
On the East Coast and 10:47 on the West Coast. It is a big day of breaking news here on Live Now from Fox, and I do want to take you to another story that we are following right now as we get all of the information coming in here. Here is the information.
No, look, the sister Lucky Donna, she says, I'm Haitian and light skinned. We come in all colors. This, my bad. You right, Donna. Let me look at her profile. Real quick. Right. You mean to tell me y'all can tell Lucky Donna from a regular Haitian? Well, pardon me, that sounded all kind of wrong. What I'm saying is all of our people come in all shades. You can go to Jamaica, anywhere. They all, listen, we come in all shades and colors. We come in all shades and colors. So when I say there's a threat, but there's always a threat of Black people being deported, the threat is there, you know? Now, I'm a firm believer. Let me say this. I'm a firm believer that if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're not illegal, it ain't nothing they can do about it. And you don't live your life in fear, walking around thinking somebody going to deport you. Where the hell are they going to deport you to? Where they going to deport you to? We are the foundation of America, but at the same time, you know, they've made mistakes. ICE have made some mistakes. They harassed the wrong people. They didn't put some of the wrong people on shipping containers. And it is what it is. Let's just keep it a buck, right?
We take a look over at Washington, D.C. as the Trump administration's Department of Homeland.
Y'all do me a favor. Double tap your screen. Get the likes up. Don't treat me like a hoe. I've been on YouTube for too long for that. Go ahead and show some support by double tapping the screen. Let's go.
Homeland Security ending temporary protection status, that is TPS, for roughly 520,000 Haitians currently residing in the U.S. Taking a live look.
Wow, y'all hear that? Haitians, they're losing their citizenship. Ones who were born here. And I got a news clip of Trump saying that, you know, it's time to deport people who've been around here for a while. People who done heinous crimes. And then you got this alligator Alcatraz thing going on. You got this alligator Alcatraz and, you know, Trump showing his racism, walking around doing a tour of the jail. And y'all got to think about it, y'all. They've been deporting us. What y'all think the prison industrial system is? What you think mass incarceration is? And I can tell you right now, I'm going to tell y'all how they going to do it, how they really going to get black folks packed up. They're going to use these Venezuela prisons because the Venezuelan president, he already got open arms. He ready for, listen, he's like, y'all jails is getting packed. Listen, they giddy. Like, send them on over here. Send them on over here. Yeah.
At Washington, D.C., as the Trump administration's Department of Homeland Security.
Oh, man, we got another dirty MAGA supporter. Bart C says, you fake oppression is fooling no one. Bart, what the hell are you talking about? You know, y'all notice that dirty MAGA just come in here and they just say random shit. Y'all notice that? Like, what is he talking about? We over here talking about deportation. We talking about birthright citizenship. He comes over here. You know what it is? Look, they've been so programmed that every time they hear a melanated person talking, it's like they got a cue card they go off. It's like, get out of here. Yeah, black is not a skin complexion. I 100% agree. That's why I think that they ain't gonna know the difference between us. Black is not a skin complexion. We actually are the biblical Israelites the Bible speak of. We are the children of Israel. God's chosen people. That's who we really are. If you want to be technical, right? But they identify us as black. And for the sake of understanding, we say black, just like there's nobody who's white. They're actually different shades of pink. But we don't walk around talking about pink folks.
Temporary protection status, that is TPS, for roughly 520,000 Haitians currently residing in the U.S. Taking a live look over the Capitol at this hour, as again, all of this information here is just coming in. The TPS designations for the country will officially expire August 3rd of 2025, and the termination will be effective on Tuesday, September.
Wow. And Trump is going to move quick with this. Trump is going to move quick with this. And let me see, the sister here, Monet, says, we supposed to leave this land. Well, I mean, that's the only way we're going to get up out of here is if we pack up and leave, because they damn sure ain't going to be able to get rid of us. They can't live without us. We showed the white man everything. We showed him how to walk on his own 2 feet. We showed him everything in this country. Yeah, we showed them everything. We showed them how to wash. We invented everything to detect all the cancers that they get. Yeah, we invented everything. We taught y'all everything. Why the hell y'all gonna try to get rid of us? Y'all can't. How? Every time we try to get away from y'all, y'all chase us down. Every time we try to do our own thing, y'all come and kidnap us. Like y'all hate us, but you can't live without us. Yeah, I know it. You know you can't live without us. Y'all obsessed. Every time we try to build our own thing, you know, we build rosewood. Here y'all come. Like we really just want y'all to leave us alone, right? That's really what we want. Yeah, I know it pisses y'all off, but it's the truth. And that's why they told them in social studies, you know, all invented was peanut butter. That's a damn lie. We invented everything. You wouldn't have cell phones, laptops. You wouldn't have none of the machinery to trace cancers. You wouldn't have nothing. You wouldn't have irons. You wouldn't have ironing boards. You wouldn't have soap. You wouldn't have a toilet. You would be out here pinching a loaf right in the woods. How the hell y'all gonna get rid of us? In slavery, we raised y'all's children. We taught you agriculture, taught you everything. Like, look, we can't get rid of them. We're not worried about ICE. Before we leave this, listen, when it comes down to it, we're going to have to pack up and leave ourselves, because they definitely ain't going to get rid of us. Look, Dirty Mac are pissed off in here. They mad. Y'all know I love this, man. Y'all know this is very much enjoyable when Dirty MAGA comes in the building.
September 2nd of this year. A DHS spokesperson saying, quote, "This decision restores integrity in our immigration system and ensures that temporary protected status is actually temporary." Quote, "The environmental situation in Haiti has improved enough that it is safe for Haitian citizens to return home. We encourage these individuals to take advantage of the..."
So let me get this right. Haitians had temporary citizenship. And Trump like, yo, get y'all ass back out of it. Take your ass back home. Haiti good enough now. Yo, that was a story that I came across the other day. It was a military guy, black guy. And his family were like stationed in, Germany while he was a child or whatever. But he, a lot of traveling. I guess something got confused. But this was a foundational black American. And they packed him up and they sent this man to Jamaica, bro. They sent him to Jamaica. Like out of nowhere. For real. So they don't know who is who. They just sending these juiced up ICE agents out there snatching people up. Let me see. Somebody said FBAs are not Haitians. Please stop the scare tactics. I'm not saying FBAs are Haitians. What I'm saying is these juiced up ICE agents, how the hell are they going to know the difference? I just want to know, can you tell me the difference between a Haitian man and a black man? I'm black and I can't tell the damn difference. There's a lady in this chat right now that's Haitian. You can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference. That's just me. I'm guessing I can pass for a Haitian. I'm dark enough. And then, look, Haitians ain't necessarily dark-skinned, so I stand corrected. All I see is black. All white people see is black people. That's all they see is black people. So we can't say black people ain't the target of deportation when they are. And shout out to my Haitians. Shout out to the tribe of Levi that the Bible talks about. Shout out to them. I ain't got nothing. Listen, I'm not. Yeah, I'm foundationally black born American. Yeah, it's true. But, look, I done traveled. I done seen some things. I understand some things. And look, at the end of the day, black people are also targets of deportation. Somebody said you focused on black a lot. How many white people at jeopardy are getting deported right now? Do you see Russians and Yugoslavians and Eastern Europeans in the threat of being packed up and shipped out? No. Matter of fact, they bringing white Afrikaners over here. They bringing Ukrainians over here. Russians giving them lifestyles and everything. They trying to make America white again. Yeah.
Sources in returning to Haiti, which can be arranged through the CBP Home app. Haitian nationals may pursue lawful status through other immigration benefit requests.
So, I mean, look, look, white man always reneging on his agreements. Always reneging on his agreements. It's like, y'all agreed to let them Haitians over there. Now their paperwork don't even matter. Now their paperwork don't matter. And my whole thing is like this, y'all. White supremacy is white supremacy. They want to make America white. Man, I wish I could let some of y'all dirty MAGA people up in here to let y'all talk y'all ish, because y'all be doing a lot of typing. It's like y'all just be pissing yourselves off in the chat. Anyway, let's go.
If eligible, end quote. Kristi Noem made the decision to revoke TPS status after reviewing a U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services report, which showed that Haiti no longer meets the statutory requirements that grant foreign residents the ability to obtain temporary protected status. Sources at DHS tell Fox News that they are encouraging Haitians in the U.S. under TPS to use the CBP Home app to secure a safe departure with a
I mean, how do they even decide whether or not Haiti is safe enough now? Haiti is still a third world country that's extremely dangerous. What are we talking about? Well, they sent a field agent over there and said, you know what, Haiti's okay now. Who the hell they send over there to go to Haiti and say, you know what, yeah, send them niggas back over here. It's okay. It's like, what the hell what are we talking about? We talking about the people doing this stole this land over here, and now they're the damn moral authority of who can stay and who can go. We talking about the people who came over here and stole it from us. Stole the land from us. Now they telling people who can be over here, who can't. Yeah. These people came straight out the Caucasus, stole this land. And now they want to say that, yo, Haiti ain't dangerous no more. Yo, send them back. Yo, pack them niggas up, send them back. It's like, what? How? Who did that? Who went over there? Did y'all send a field agent? Who y'all sent over there? Let me see here. Let me look at my chat for a second. What y'all talking about? Oh, we got dirty MAGA in here with they grimy ass construction boots and they MAGA hats on. And they pissed off. They angry as hell. Bunch of dusty hillbillies. Bunch of dusty redneck inbred hicks. Eyes wide open. The hills have eyes. Hicks in here pissed off. Look, Trump don't give a damn about y'all. The moment it's a race war, he ain't sending no National Guards to save y'all dusty asses. He's not doing it. He's not one of y'all. That man is rich. Trump is a billionaire. He don't give a shit about you, hillbillies, rednecks. He don't care about y'all. He's not sending a National Guard. So if a race war pop off, y'all better be on y'all best behavior. That's all I'm gonna tell you, because that's a battle y'all gonna lose. Be on your utmost best behavior. And shout out to the real rednecks and hillbillies that don't trust the system. Shout out to the rednecks who conspiracy theorists. I rock with y'all. They call us conspiracy theorists, but that ain't what we are. I rock with y'all. I rock with the ones that's like, look, we don't trust the system at all. They're my kind of rednecks. The rest of y'all, anything.
Complimentary plane ticket and a $1,000 exit bonus. TPS was created by Congress in the Immigration Act of 1990 with the intention of allowing residents of countries who face natural disasters, war, or other unsafe extraordinary conditions to designate refugee in the U.S. Now, the program can be extended in increments of 18-month periods. The Trump administration has made a hard push to roll back TPS designations to fulfill a campaign promise to strengthen the border and deport many of the illegal migrants who crossed the border during the Biden administration.
Wow. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen. All my day ones, all my brothers and sisters who understand how important this dialogue is right here. Y'all double tap the screen, share, like, comment. I know y'all got to go against dirty MAGA, but we in here. We in here too strong. They don't like it. Yeah, support the stream. Hit the like button. Let's get it. Somebody said, I met black folks that are more racist than me. LOL. Well, you know, I don't know too many black folks who have the power to systematically oppress anybody. They don't have the resources, or they don't have the media control to be able to actually practice systematic racism. So that's stupid. You just know black people who probably don't like white people. You probably know some black folks that are just inclusive. Black people who, you know, just don't rock with you. That's not racism. You may even know some black people that are discriminatory, but you clearly don't know what racism is. Yeah. Y'all just throw around racism. We ain't never put anybody on no slave ships and brung them from one country to the next against their will. We never did that. Y'all just love that word. Black people are racist. Black people can't be racist. Shut up. Just shut up. That's one of them dirty MAGA talking points that y'all stay coming with. Anyway, let's go.
President Joe Biden granted TPS status to Venezuelans in 2021, and again just before he left office in January 2025, a designation to the South American nation from April 3rd, 2025 to October 2nd of 2026. It is estimated the protection there would have applied to roughly 300,000 Venezuelan nationals had the Trump administration not.
I'm telling you, that's how they're going to start deporting black people. They're going to go with the criminals first. They're going to say our jails are too full. And they're going to start packing us up and sending them to Venezuela. We're going to be in foreign jails. That's how they're going to start it. Watch. But guess what's going to happen? They're going to send too many black folks to Venezuela. And some of those guys going to make it out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You give it a few years, Venezuela going to be popping. Yeah, Venezuela gonna be popping. They're gonna be like, damn, why we give our good niggas away? Yeah, y'all gonna send us over there and then the economy's gonna boom. All of a sudden, people gonna want to come to Venezuela. Now all of a sudden, Venezuela gonna be the place to go. Y'all gonna be pissed off. They're like, damn, why we let them niggas go? Yeah, because anywhere we go, that's how it is. Somebody posts bail, somebody get out, and they say, you know what, I'm going to start my life in Venezuela. Next thing you know, hey, Venezuela becomes the mecca for all tourism. Why? Because everywhere we go, it's popping. That's why, look, let me tell y'all notice how all these racist white folks can't help but to watch my material. They just stick around. They just can't help it. Why? Because we have an allure. And they know we telling them the truth. This is, you know, you gotta let them troll. You gotta let them do what they do, swing at the air, you know what I'm saying? They on social media, they need somebody they can cuss out, and you know, they need to do all that. Just let them do what they do. Let them have fun with it. Yeah, you know, they love to remain anonymous too, because every time we open up the chat, they ain't nowhere to be found. Yeah, they love to remain anonymous. But we could go live again right after this, and all you people watching, we can open up the chat, and I'll let you talk. Anyway, let's go.
Rolled back that decision there eventually. Again, we are following all of the latest developments here, as we did learn a short time ago from DHS that the Trump administration's Department of Homeland Security is ending that temporary protection status for about 520,000 Haitians currently residing.
Damn, over 500,000 Haitians. Look, hey, man, hey, you know what that means for Florida? Y'all got that alligator Alcatraz. Next thing you know, when Florida jails get too full, Venezuela, they go. You know, there's a lot of Haitians up in Florida. And you know what? They've been doing some raids out here in Georgia lately, too. Bush Kid, thank you for the support, says Burkina Faso is next on his list. Okay. Let me see. Somebody says you found out you owe all your EBT back and now you mad at us, right? Actually, more white people have EBT than black. Did you not know that? Yeah. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah, more white people rely on EBT than black people. What are you talking about? Yeah. No, that's a fact. Yeah, they don't like facts. Anyway, look, I'm gonna show y'all when this is gonna be effective. As far as black people being the target of deportation, it'll be soon. It'll be real soon, right? Let me see here. The birthright citizen. Oh, when Trump will begin enforcing black birthright citizenship. Here we go.
Joining me now, retired ICE agent Victor Avila. Victor, it's great to see you again. So I think I have the pattern. I think I've figured it out. Trump is United States president. AOC, dressed in all white, is crying outside of a Border Patrol facility.
I remember that.
Joe Biden is president. No problem. Separate minors from their parents. President Trump is in office again, and we got to worry about the real concentration camps being built in Florida. But Joe Biden is president.
Yeah, the alligator Alcatraz, them damn things might as well be concentration camps. I mean, you got to have some humility and some humanity, bro. These people don't care. They making jokes out of it and everything. But that's what it is. This is MAGA 2025, dirty MAGA 2025. Let me see. Blessed Diva says, what he gonna do next? Take African Americans back to Africa, the motherland? ? Yeah, Blessed Diva, if they could, they would, but they can't, because then Africa would be booming. You know, anywhere we go is glorious. It's magnificent. The white man don't want to lose us. They just talking shit. You know, they're just threatening our existence. They don't really want to do that. I mean, the worst we gonna get is harassed by ICE. But if they're not going to really take us and pack us up and send us nowhere. That's why you got the Chinese begging us, you know, come over, you come, you shop. We give you free merchandise. We give you good, cheap prices. You get name brand. The name brand kit. You remember during the trade war? You remember during the trade war they kept trying to bring us over there? Wow, we the #1 consumers. We got style. We got grace. We got finesse. We bring popularity to your country. We're the warriors. We advance in all the major sports. We're athletic. We're intelligent. We come up with all the inventions. So yeah, you know, China wanted us, but now we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here until we're ready to go somewhere else. And then when we leave, they're gonna do the same thing they've been doing. They're gonna chase us down. They're gonna be like, bring y'all's black asses back to the country. That's what they're gonna do. No, we need y'all. We can't think straight without y'all. Where's our entertainment? We need to be able to watch LeBron James, and we need y'all's comedy. We need all of it. Oh, they not. Come on, man. The minute they do that, America's done. They may get a few of us, though. They might get a few of us.
And you have prisons in 110-degree heat in Arizona.
I was down there in Eagle Pass just 18, 20 months ago, seeing 9,000, 12,000 a day in one location, Will. This is dramatic. This is what we needed. We needed dramatic action versus dramatic consequences of the open border Biden regime that happened. And let's not forget, the left is always blaming everybody else, but they never think about someone. They'll blame the alligator. They'll say the alligators. They'll say everyone except the victims of crime and Americans. They never put them first. Never forget about.
No, look at this, man.
Even the mic.
That looks like a damn real concentration camp. Look, Trump's showing you what he got planned for us. He's showing you what he got planned for us. But at least we can see the racism here. The Democrats are racist, but they don't show you. The Democrats are beyond racist, but they like to pander. That's what they do. They like to pander. Let me see. Mini Brick says, "Do you think World War III will happen? It's already happening." But what I will tell you is, Iran is going to strike America when they least expect it. If that's what you're wondering, because Donald Trump missed, allegedly. And I'm going to say that until we got proof that there's nuclear leakage. I'm going to say that till it's proof that we really hit that target. I believe when America least expected, that's when we're going to get attacked.
Themselves, the illegals that drowned, I saw floating bodies in the river. The rapes, the stuff that Tom talks about, I saw that in my career as well. We never think about them. We're also saving lives while we're securing them.
Y'all double tap the screen, y'all. Get them likes up, man. Let's piss Dirty MAGA off. Let's piss them off. Let's go.
The stuff that Tom talks about, I saw that in my career as well. We never think about them. We're also saving lives.
And you got people saying, well, they agreed on peace. They're not going to attack. It's a peace treaty. Come on, man. Let's get real. You don't attack no sovereign country and then scream peace. No, them people going to come back right when you least expect it. We talking about people who specialize in asymmetrical warfare. We talking about people who specialize in guerrilla warfare. They all about the element of surprise. Yeah, they're gonna tear America up when it's due time. It could be years from now. And how we know they missed? Because they haven't proved that they hit anything. Anyway, let's go.
Lives while we're securing that border.
It's a great point. We're not just talking about a drop in attempts to cross the southern border, but we've even seen reports over at Fox News Digital of Mexican border towns saying the drug trade impact on their town on the southern side in Mexico is better since we've seen Donald Trump in office as president. One thing that's not better right now, though, is attacks on ICE agents. Victor, we've seen, and we have the stats to back this up, some incredible stats. In January 2024, there were 10 attacks over a 6-month period going from January to June of 2024, 10 attacks.
Let me see. Paul says MAGA loves Black America. Yo, MAGA loves Donald Trump. We'll give y'all that. I think MAGA loves Orange America. Let's go.
Attacks on ICE agents. This year, over that same period of time, it's up to 79 attacks on ICE agents. That's almost a 700% increase.
We cannot continue this way. This is intolerable. This is something that any police officer has to go through this, any law enforcement officer.
So y'all seeing it, man. ICE gonna be in the streets like it's nothing. It says Trump to begin enforcing birthright citizenship order as early as this month. So, though, as early as this month, Black people will be targeted by ICE. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Now, my whole thing is, I don't know how they're gonna tell the difference between a Haitian and a regular Black American. I don't even know the damn difference, but that's neither here nor there. Look, it says assaults on ICE up 690% from last year. So it's like that sound like war. Like they out there whipping ICE ass and fighting back. The Hispanics, they've been fighting back. We got to give it up. We got to give it up, though. Them Hispanics, they have been fighting back, bro. We can't say they wasn't out here getting it how they live. Let me see. Let me read. Let me see. TX Mom. She says, see, you're invested in trying to keep Black and white Americans divided. You can't stand there's Black MAGA. Well, listen, TX Mom, Texas Mom. Let me say this to you. Nobody has had a comprehensive plan for Black Americans, Democrats or Republicans. All right? Nobody has had a comprehensive plan for us. You're talking to an individual who doesn't care for politics, but I can analyze the situation. And my whole goal is to get my people to pull themselves up by the bootstraps, not rely on a president to do it for us, because they've proven time and time again that they're not going to do it for us. So my whole thing is to let my people know that you following MAGA or any other organization like that is not going to help us. And I want you to consider the state of the world right now, Texas, Mom. Everything is screwed up. Why? Because the wicked is ruling. The wicked is bearing rule. When the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. So understand, look, people going to do what they're going to do. There's going to be black people. There's going to be people of all races. You had Hispanic people. You had Hispanic people that were for MAGA. Look what they got their ass. You had Hispanic people was like, hey, love you, Donald Trump. Now look. So what is that supposed to mean? Just because you got some people who have been hoodwinked and bamboozled. Just because you got some people who have been hoodwinked and bamboozled thinking that Trump is not a damn racist, an overt racist. He ain't even covert with it. He's overt with it. Just because some people fall for the tricks don't mean nothing. I don't care that I'm not falling for it. I'm awake. I can see. Yeah.
But because somehow you're enforcing immigration law, you're looking at these stats. It is something that they have to face a consequence for attacking an ICE agent and going after them, doxing them, identifying them. This is dangerous. He said, I'm a victim at the hands of the cartel. I know what that's like. I know what it is to go through that. I don't want another agent to go through that. This has to be stopped. And the only way you do it is by holding those accountable that continue to do this. Whether it's a rock, Will, it could be a rock. People think that it has to be a shooting. It doesn't have to be. There's many, many forms of assaults.
Including, as you pointed out a moment ago, doxing and putting an agent's family and private life at risk. Explains why we see so many agents covering their face as they're executing their job here at home in the United States. Victor, it's always great to see you. Thank you.
Somebody named Lord Bussy says, L host. Your name is Lord Bussy. That's crazy. Somebody said, deport yourself. Well, that's what they're going to do. They're going to set up apps for Haitians to deport themselves, just like they did with the Hispanics, and then they're gonna start knocking down doors. Let me see. Rican 9 says, why you crying? You are privileged, pampered U.S. citizen. I'm hope you glad you got that off your chest. I hope you got. I thank you for the $2 contribution. I hope you're glad you got to say that. Somebody said deport all these aliens. Like the dirty MAGA is in the building, y'all. Dirty MAGA is in the building, but y'all got to hear what Trump said. Let me see if I can find this video. When Trump was saying that, we got to start deporting people who've been here for a while. I think it's this one right here. Yeah.
In a mind-blowingly dictatorial moment, the president of the United States is now talking about deporting natural-born U.S. citizens.
Yeah, he said it. He said, look, it's about time we start getting rid of some people who've been here for a while. I couldn't believe it. I said, what? So you talking about natural-born citizens?
I told you yesterday, he's now looking at denaturalization for naturalized citizens like me. Yesterday.
Yeah, he threatened to pack up Elon the other day. He said, we got to see about getting him deported too. Get his ass out of here. Send him back to Africa. Trump is trying to get rid of whoever he can, man. He's power drunk. The man's power drunk.
During his visit to this prison camp in Florida, Alligator Alcatraz says, we got some bad people born in this country. We got to get them out of here. The president of the United States, unthinkably anti-American. Let's get citizens out of here.
I like to say, a little controversial, but I couldn't care less.
It's a little controversial. I couldn't care less. Like, hold on now, Trump. Hold on now. Before you say this, we got the Constitution now. Hey, look, it's a bit unconstitutional what I'm about to say. but I'm gonna say it any damn way.
We have a lot of bad criminals that came into this country, and they came in stupidly. It was an unforced error. It was an incompetent president that allowed it to happen. It was an auto pen maybe that allowed it to happen, and it did happen. But we also have a lot of bad people that have been here for a long time. People.
Hold on, we have a lot of bad people who've been here for a long time. Like who? Like American citizens?
That whack people over the head with a baseball bat from behind when they're not looking and kill them. People that knife you when you're walking down the street. They're not new to our country. They're old to our country. Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together. But
One of the tragedies that has happened, because Trump has the media so well trained, he can basically say, and
Yo, he just said something that was completely unconstitutional. He like, look, we need to be able to target certain people that even been here. Hold on real quick. Let me see. My bad. And for the record, let me make this clear. We're not talking about black MAGA, by the way. We talking about dirty MAGA. To that lady, to Cynthia that was in here, the Texas mom Cynthia. We talking about dirty MAGA. Let's not make this an issue with black MAGA. We talking about dirty MAGA right now. Anyway, look, he just said, look, people who've been here for a while, let's pack them up too. That goes for that. Listen, that goes for us too. That goes for us too. If he deemed us criminal, yeah, they saying criminals, but that's what the Venezuela president, that's who he talking about. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna be sending our people to Venezuela so they can build more prisons. Let me see. Somebody says Esau and AI going crazy in your chat. Bro, Babylon USA is finished. All praises to the Most High. Absolutely, new blip. Thank you for the support. And y'all double tap y'all screen. Let's get them likes up. Let's go.
anything at this point, no matter how unhinged, no matter how illegal. And everybody's just like, it's Trump doing it. One of the tragedies that has happened, because Trump has the media so well trained, he can basically say anything at this point, no matter how unhinged.
Let me see. The caddy says, I'm black MAGA. There's no different. MAGA isn't falling for the ignorance of divine psyop. So this guy says I'm a divine psyop. Interesting, the caddy. Let me say this to you, right? MAGA's falling apart. Y'all done lost Tucker Carlson. Y'all done lost Candace Owens. It's a whole host of people, man. Let me see. What's the other guy? The guy that was in Kanye West's ear. What is his name? He was all in Kanye's ear. He done fell out with MAGA. Look, there's a lot of reputable news sources that left MAGA alone. That left y'all alone. And they left y'all alone for a reason. Yeah, what the hell is a divine psyop? I've never heard that term. You a divine psyop? Yeah, Elon left, Nick Fuentes left. Like, come on, man. MAGA, y'all falling the hell apart. All y'all got now, it seems to be just a bunch of mindless followers. Mindless followers. A bunch of profiles that remain anonymous. All y'all become is trolls. Who are y'all talking heads that's making sense right now? Yeah, you had Nick Fuentes all in Kanye's ear. You got Kanye. Y'all got Kanye. I don't know what's going on with him. Y'all done had him wearing Nazi suits and y'all had him dressed like a Klansman. I don't know what the hell MAGA did to Kanye. I don't know. But y'all falling apart. It's just a bunch of hicks, bunch of inbreds, man. Yeah, MAGA ain't doing nothing right now.
No matter how illegal. And everybody's just like, it's Trump doing his shtick. I just looked as the clip was playing. CNN's headline, Diddy acquitted. Nothing about Trump saying, let's deport natural born citizens.
Right, and that should be all over the news, but we talking about damn P. Diddy. We talking about freak body ass Diddy. But nobody's talking about the fact that Trump is talking about deporting natural citizens right now. He said it. He said, look, we can get rid of some people who've been here for a while. Same thing that he said in his first stint in office. He's saying the same thing he said in his first stint in office when he was talking about, they're criminals and we got to get rid of them.
Trump has the media so well trained. He can basically say anything at this.
Well, listen to what he said. He's talking about birthright citizens, real citizens who've been here for a while. Meaning, even if you a foundational Black American or anybody, a foundational white American. See, y'all don't even know this affect y'all too. If you just a foundational American, he's saying he should be able to pack your ass up and send you on up out of here anytime. This is what y'all want, a dictatorship. This is what happened when you mindlessly follow somebody.
We have a lot of bad criminals that came into this country, and they came in stupidly. It was an unforced error. It was an incompetent president that allowed it to happen. It was an auto pen maybe that allowed it to happen, and it did happen. But we also have a lot of bad people that have been here for a long time. People that whack people over the head with a baseball bat from behind when they're not looking and kill them. People that knife you when you're walking down the street. They're not new to our country. They're old to our country. Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together.
Wow. Get rid of real citizens. Yeah. That's what Trump said. Somebody said, that's right. He's sending the reparations crowd to Alligator Alcatraz. Damn, y'all hear that? Your boy Roy Boy says that all us brothers who demanding reparations, Trump is gonna send us to Alligator Alcatraz. I mean, listen, that's some racist shit right there. Damn, do I have to up my YouTube security? Let me hand some damn wrenches out. These motherfuckers are beyond racist up in here, boy. I done stirred a hornet's nest up. Damn. He's like, lock them up. Put them in Alligator Alcatraz. Lee Sanders, thank you for the contribution. Says, thank you for getting the word out. It's not other people. It will be everyone they don't agree with eventually. Don't get comfortable. Facts. Just like that movie Civil War. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that movie Civil War where, they were walking through the streets. They had it looked like ice. And they were saying, what kind of American are you? How many of y'all remember that by show of ones on the movie Civil War? And they was checking people's status, trying to figure out where they were from and all of that. Yep. That's what it seemed like they setting the stage for. Somebody said, imagine Nubreed's house getting raided by ICE right now. Look. Look, let me tell you this. I ain't worried about nothing. Because if they would have packed me up and sent me somewhere, I'm going to make it great. I'm going to make it great. Speak the truth till I'm dearly deported. That's what I do. I will speak the truth until I'm dearly deported. Simone says, wrench me up, Breed. Regardless, love your exposure. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. And shout out to the real ones who were super chatting in the stream because they realize that I'm on the front lines dealing with dirty MAGA, handing out verbal sporns, showing you what's really going on. Somebody says, so you're the one spreading misinformation. What misinformation do I have? Is Trump not targeting? Is black people not to target for deportation when 500,000 Haitians about to be deported? Are they not black people? Yeah, they're black people. Yeah, they black people. They've been deporting our people. They've been deporting us in the prison pipeline. Sunshine, thank you for the support. Says, fret not thyself from evildoers, nor be envious of those who work iniquity, for soon they will be cut off. Right. We're not afraid of them. We are not afraid of them. And see, a lot of times, like when you start speaking truth, it shakes people up. It shakes people up, man. It bothers them. It irritates their spirit when you start telling the truth and you bringing information out. Yeah, ain't nobody afraid of them. Anywhere they send us, we're gonna be great. Ain't worried about I'm not, look, I ain't worried about it. I look at it like this: as long as you're doing the right thing and you handling your business properly, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. This whole system is based on trauma. It's a trauma-based culture. Let me see. Somebody says, "There's ice in the room with you right now." Hey, look, man. All right, you running out. Y'all running out with that. Speak the truth till I'm dearly deported. I already told you. Somebody says, "You are worried. That's why you think you're sounding the alarm." Nope. I ain't worried about nothing. Yeah, Dirty MAGA's pissed. Simone says, Nubreed got Dirty MAGA mad. They pissed. Yeah, Dirty MAGA is very upset right now. And all we doing is telling the truth. Look, even white folks who got some sense see what the hell's going on. This guy right here sees what's going on. Shout out to David. David see what's going on. David like, hold up, did he just break the damn Constitution on public TV and nobody sees it? Listen.
One of the tragedies that has happened, because Trump has the media so well trained, he can basically say anything at this point, no matter how unhinged, no matter how illegal. And everybody's just like, it's Trump doing his shtick. I just looked as the clip was playing, CNN's headline, Diddy acquitted. Nothing about Trump saying, let's deport natural born citizens. Washington Post, Diddy acquitted. Nothing about, smaller article.
For real, I had to look for it because I seen it when Trump said it. I look at what's being said on the news. I covered the news. I heard when Trump said it, man, but I couldn't even find which news source it was. I had to really look around for that clip. I'm like, he really said that. And it's not on the news. It's like nobody reacted. The man saying, look, we should be able to deport American citizens. And none of the major outlets is talking about this. That's crazy.
About the bill that passed yesterday, Elon Musk wants a third party. The president is saying, let's deport natural born citizens. New York Times.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if I got any moderators in the building, if somebody gets to spamming in the chat, just go ahead and block them. Just go ahead and block them. Yeah, Amy got it right. She said he literally said he was going to start deporting homegrown citizens. Yeah.
A map of AI ratings for Manhattan restaurants. Diddy acquitted, and then divided GOP will decide what happens with Trump's bill. This is where we find ourselves. As unhinged and crazy as it is that the president is saying, let's deport any citizens, also now focusing in on natural born citizens, it's not even really showing up in corporate media. And if you press some of them, they'll go, Trump says crazy stuff managing multiple systems gets over.
My bad, y'all. But, like the real question is, why is Dirty MAGA mad right now? I mean, they've been locking our people up worse than deporting them. Why are y'all pissed off? Y'all, they been locking us up, packing us up, putting us through the prison pipeline. Why? Let me ask y'all, why y'all in the chat upset that we're talking about this? That's a good question, right? Like the question is, why are y'all upset? Why? Look, they quiet now. Come on, MAGA. Because what I'm proving right now is that y'all are mindless sheep. It doesn't matter. Listen, let me tell y'all how to deal with these dirty MAGA people. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, they're racist. So it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. When they came in here, we were simply talking about our people. We was talking about how 500,000 Haitians are about to get deported, and they came in here. You're spreading hate. Came in here drunk as shit, drinking Jimmy Walker, stumbled they redneck ass in here. You're spreading hate. Like, what are you talking about? Like, go mind your business. Get your ass up out of here. Listen, as soon as they hear us talking, what I'm trying to show y'all, as soon as they hear us talking, they're going to disagree with whatever you say because they just hate black people. Yeah, they drinking them damn Jägermeisters. They come in here drinking Jägermeisters, drunk off their ass, and then they want to come in here and talk. They just want to pop off. That's all. They want to drink their Jägermeisters and pop off. But shout out to my real white folks that I rock with. You know what I mean? These people out of pocket. Dion Grace, thanks for the support, says, this all started with Roe v. Wade. I don't support deleting the youth. It just seems like that was the move. They needed to overthrow every other law. That's an interesting take. That's a hot take right there, Dion. That's a hot take because what it seems to me is that you got people mad that we can see, which shows you that this is deeper than just, we talking about dirty MAGA. It's deeper than that. They're mad at the fact that we can see. And this is what makes me believe one day it's just going to become a battle against people they disagree with. It'd be like communist China. Send ICE to silence people. Because if Trump can say, hey, let's go after criminals and pack them up and send them off somewhere, where y'all going to send them? I mean, where you going to pack up a natural citizen? You're just going to lock them up into a jail. It ain't their hometown. Listen, the word deported has become a mask. It ain't really deportation at that point. And I believe it's some genocide being committed, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm a deep thinker. I personally believe that some of the people getting packed up, they go into the damn shadow realm. There ain't no telling where they going. Simona Curry, thank you for the support, says, we're the ish. We know dirty MAGA, not sorry. Right. Yeah. Yeah, y'all got to double tap the screen and get them likes up. Let me see. Let's go.
Overwhelming. That's why there's Odoo, the all-in-one business management software. It simplifies your entire workflow, puts every acquitted. But one of the tragedies that has happened, because Trump has the media so well trained, he can basically say anything at this point, no matter how unhinged, no matter how illegal. And everybody's just like, it's Trump doing his shtick. I just looked as the clip was playing. CNN's headline, Diddy acquitted. Nothing about Trump saying let's deport natural born citizens. Washington Post, Diddy acquitted.
Yeah, that's the main news. Diddy being acquitted. Like, listen, nobody's talking about what Trump just said, though. And that's how it starts off. It started off, we're going to get criminals. Then it starts off with, you know what, look, let's go after people we don't like. Let's go against people who speak against our policies. Let's go against what did they start when Trump first got in office? It was a war against what was it called? It was a war against, hold on, let me get this right. It was a war against misinformation. Wokeness. What were they calling it? Wokeness, like a war against wokeness. Like, what the hell does that even mean? A woke movement. So me being socially aware and me questioning anything, that's considered wokeness. Somebody said Ringbo is live talk. Of course, man. The man ain't got no original content. That tether has to talk. That tether has to, talk about my channel and duplicate titles and all that weird ass stuff. Listen, we so powerful, we feed the clowns too. We feed all the clowns. We show them how to eat. Of course, that tether is live, repeating and regurgitating and trying to undermine the underminers. Summon the underminers. I am the source. That's what y'all got to understand. Nubreed Global Truth is the source. I'm like Benzino, a reputable source. Let me see. He says, now you're saying tethers, but defending Haitians getting deported. I ain't defending nothing. I'm just saying that black people are black people. I can't tell a Haitian from a regular black person. How can you? What's the damn difference? What the hell's the difference? Black is black. That's why black is a very blanket statement. And it is. And I rock with FBA. But black, is a blanket statement. And look, black people are black people. Haitians are black people. Listen, when them juiced up ass ICE agents pull us over, they're not going to be looking at, they don't have no, listen, there's no biogenetic marker to tell the difference between a Haitian and a foundational American, black American. And listen, when we went into slavery, y'all gotta understand, them slave ships, they went everywhere. They went to the Caribbeans and all that. There's a lot of tethers that look just like us. And I personally don't believe, and my definition of a tether is someone who exploits our plight. Somebody who is, they degrade our plight, but they want to take stock in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you have somebody come over here from the islands and they talk cash money shit about black people, and they think they better than black people, but they want the support of black people. You know what I'm saying? Like those people that come over here, certain people who are taught by their family, hey, stay away from them. Black people are lazy, they this, they that. But then at the same time, they're trying to grandize themselves off of black people and off our culture. Those are the people I consider tethers. Not everybody from the Caribbean, not everybody from Panama, Jamaica. No. I don't look at it that way. I've been to those places. I rock with those people. Those people rock with me. It is what it is. Now, I'm not saying we all gonna hold hands and kumbaya, not in this life. And separation is needed. Even in the new earth, they're going to be 12 tribes, 12 different gates. And it is what it is. It's going to be, we're going to be separated. So what it is. Yep. Amora says it's just that the truth is imitated, never duplicated. Facts. Yeah. Trump said it. He said he finna pack up citizens. It says deporting American citizens. Trump shocking. Okay, now we got some more news covering it.
I used to not have time for cases like these. Luckily, GoDaddy Eric
that's probably AI.
uses AI to build weapons.
Tonight, Donald Trump threatens to widen his deportation net to include American citizens.
Look, crocs and cages.
But we also have a lot of bad people that have been here for a long time. People that whack people over the head with a baseball bat from behind when they're not looking and kill them. People that knife you when you're walking down the street. They're not new to our country. They're old to our country. Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here, too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together.
Now, keep in mind, the DOJ is also now threatening to strip naturalized citizens of their legal status for committing certain crimes. All of this comes as Trump is touting the opening of what he's calling Alligator Alcatraz.
Alligator Alcatraz, man. Some inhumane-ish going on here. Straight inhumane.
an immigration facility surrounded by swamp and predators that holds 3,000 people. Republicans are touting it as low cost, complete with water, sewage, and power, and critics call it inhumane.
This shit is inhumane. Look at all those people. Look at these cages. First of all, look at how close everybody will be packed up together, bro. This look like a slave ship. You can't tell me Trump ain't racist, bro. Look, hold on, let me. You can't tell me, bro. He walking through here like the slave master. This look like slave ships the way this is set up. And Trump is proud to walk through here. Y'all better stop thinking this man is some type of messiah figure. Y'all better stop thinking this guy got it, got our best interests at heart. Yo, this is probably going to be a place for a lot of them Haitians, bro. Because I can tell you this right now. It'll be people in here, because they love to clean up Florida, the Santas and all that. They can be going after anybody who just have a criminal record, whatever. Anybody who they got on a list. Pack them up right here. Get them ready to get shipped off. Yo, this jail going to be used for a lot.
Call it inhumane. Despite all the sort of theater of the alligator Alcatraz of it all, Trump's comments today were really stunning, honestly. American citizens, he's talking about people who were born here and threatening to, put them in a deportation facility, deport them.
Boom. She said it. A deportation facility. He's already flirting with the idea of sending American citizens off. And yeah, it will start off with criminals. And some people would say, well, they criminals. Who cares? Right? I get that. I get it. They criminals. They bad for society. Yeah. But listen, if he can just change the Constitution on a whim like that, who's next? Who is next is the question I have. Who will they begin to harass next? People who are just deemed unpatriotic? People who go against dirty MAGA? I don't know. Who's next?
Their citizenship? What are we talking about here?
I mean, he even talked, I think, when he was with the El Salvadorian president about needing more prisons there for things.
Yeah, they trying to build them damn prisons over there because the jails in America too packed. And they too packed with blacks and Hispanics. That's right, real 80s. They do it. They do this to us every day in the prison industrial complex. This is real talk.
Things like this. I mean, it's beyond, if you were to make a list of outrageous things Donald Trump was going to do, I don't think this would even have made it on the list. It is so just crazy. But the thing is that crazy things that Donald Trump says come to fruition. He will just do whatever he thinks. And now that this is in his mind, it's truly frightening that he might actually move forward and
he has the American citizens so damn docile and dumb just because it's coming from one news station or the next. They just ignoring what the man said and what he's doing. That's brainwashing. That's severe ideological subversion. Severely. Well, that's fake news. It's on CNN. Well, he said it. They're just reacting. Man, that's CNN. That's fake news. Did you hear him say it? Open your eyes. Wake up. He said it. Let's go.
Try to make a penalty for a crime being deportation for people who were born in this country.
Whoa. Well, it's not being deported and dropped off. I think what he has raised is the idea that we'll house some prisoners in a prison in another country. And I have no idea whether this is legal or constitutional.
It's not legal or constitutional.
And I'm sure that'll be debated out. And if it's not.
Yeah, it's not legal. He's like, well, yeah, my white supremacy in me can't tell me that it's illegal. Yeah, we'll figure it out later if it's like who's making this up. She's like, yo, it's illegal. He's like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm white, so I say it's not. We make the law. Pretty much it's like, look, we make the laws. We make the laws.
And I'm sure that'll be debated out. And if it's not, then it won't happen. But what he is saying.
Shit. There's a whole lot of illegal stuff happening right now. Whole lot of stuff. Let me see. Let me plug this up. Let's go.
Is if you have extremely violent populations that need to be housed in a prison somewhere, what's the difference between housing them in a prison here or there, other than the debate, I guess, over the legality of it? But that's what he has been raising.
Other than a pesky little thing called the law.
And
I mean,
She said a pesky little thing called the law. Yeah. People don't care about the damn law. They don't care. Let me see. Spooky Lily says, she says Latina for freedom. That's her name. Spooky Lily, Latina for freedom. Only citizens he's talking about were people who came illegal and dropped a kid to make them a citizen, or immigrants who became citizens but got a rap sheet, not citizens who been here. No, Trump said citizens that been here for a while. That's what he said. He was very vague with what he said. He didn't say, people who had a baby over here who was illegal. That's not what he said. He said citizens who been here for a while. She says, no, he didn't. Now we got to go back. Now we got to go. Let me see if this news clip plays what he says. Like literally. And this is why with this vertical streaming, bro, you gotta, people just be joining and they don't see from the beginning. Matter of fact, you go back and watch the playback. I'm not gonna stop the show for you. How many of y'all were here from the beginning of the stream by show of ones when y'all heard it out his own mouth? It says we gotta start getting rid of people who've been here for a while, who've committed crimes. He didn't say nothing about their children or any of that. And this is how it starts. It starts with criminals, and then look, you give these people an inch, they'll take a mile. These people are making up the laws right now. The Constitution been done. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. I see the one. So there were people who heard Donald Trump say it. And it's crazy that you a Latina for freedom for Trump. We love you, Donald Trump. And he did y'all asses dirty. That's crazy that you still in here defending this man. When your people getting packed up and thrown on shipping containers. The wrong people. That's crazy. Anyway, let's go.
Under what authority would a president of the United States be able to deport American citizens to the jurisdiction of a foreign?
That's right. They didn't even say Donald Trump. We love you, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. We love you, Donald Trump. It's like, come on now, stop. Donald Trump. That's what y'all called him. Donald Trump. Stop. Stop it.
Foreign country. Even for committing crimes.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the legality of it is. I don't know if the Department of Justice has issued a memo on it. Just for the purposes of this conversation tonight, what his point was, if you have extremely violent populations that need to be warehoused in a prison, he raised the idea of putting them in a prison.
We deal with extremely violent populations just
I just think that I don't.
Yeah, they don't have enough jails. And see, with all of the civil unrest, they expect more violent protests to break out. They're setting the stage for it. So they're expanding the prison industrial complex to overseas. That's what's happening right now. So they can deport these Negroes as they see fit, because the next campaign is to do something to get more black folks out there in the streets. And I'm telling y'all, don't fall for it. Don't go out there protesting about nothing. And they're gonna listen. They're gonna do some things in the future that's gonna make people want to go out there. But I'm telling you right now, stay away from the Civil War. Stay out of it. The best thing we can do is come together with with ourselves. Right? And let's get the likes up over 1,000. Let's go. Even if you dirty MAGA, hit the like button, because y'all still entertained, right?
I don't think you can avoid what alligator Alcatraz is. I mean, I don't think you can just turn a blind eye to it. I think it's anti-American. I think the fact that you're going to have individuals.
And there has a lot of racist inclinations. Alligator, our babies were used as gator bait in slavery. So the fact that they got this thing, calling this thing Gator Alcatraz, Yo, that has a lot of racist stigma on it. It just don't even sound right. Alligator Alcatraz. It just don't even sound right. Anyway.
And populations in there that are stacked on top of each other, many of whom without due process. And let me just also say this before it runs on clips throughout social media, is that I don't think there's going to be any Democrat in this country, including myself or you, Christine, who says that if you have committed a violent crime or any crime whatsoever, you shouldn't be deported. We're not saying that. You should be. However, the fact that Donald Trump this morning said you should learn how to swim sideways. I mean,
yeah, you're right. She pronounced his name Shrump. We love you, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, we love you. And now look.
There are certain things about this country and the virtues of it. And the reason that Donald Trump and others are able to build Alligator Alcatraz is because of the simple fact that you don't give people the benefit of their humanity. I also think that, look, if we want to have a conversation about who belongs where, when, how, and whether or not their citizenship status, and we want to look at everything, I mean, I would look at Donald Trump Jr. I mean, I would look at all of Melania's kids, all of Ivania's kids. I mean, let's just have a full conversation over who belongs here, how do they get here, their citizenship status.
Yeah, that's a good point. Ivanka, you know, Donald Trump's wife is a mail order bride. Let's stop. Y'all the ultimate immigrants. Cut it out. Who are y'all to say who can go and who can stay? Nobody. Yeah, y'all don't want to talk about that. Dirty Mac are like, oh no, she's legal. No, she not. Trump made her legal. Just like other people are legal, but he's taking that away. Y'all hear the hypocrisy in that? No, Donald Trump's wife was made legal. So was these Haitians. So was 500,000 Haitians that live over here. We're not just these 500,000 Haitians aren't criminals. These 500,000 Haitians that are over here are not criminals, y'all. So don't get sidetracked here. These 500,000 Haitians are tax-paying citizens who've been over here for a number of years that now lost their citizenship. Ivanka Trump brung her ass over here as an immigrant. Her joint ain't getting reversed. So stop. Yeah, stop it. Cut it out. These people always renege on their agreements. They always break covenants. That's what these damn vultures do. Let's go.
Let's just have a full discussion about all of it. Why is that not on the table right now? I mean, the only person here it should be Tiffany Trump if we're going to have this discussion.
Can I ask you, Pete, to respond to what Bakario said about the humanity of it all? The idea that because you're an undocumented immigrant, we don't know who they're going to put there. You know, we already know that a lot of the people that they're detaining don't have criminal records.
Somebody said, talk about the millions of people who poured in illegally. I didn't pass those laws to make these people pour in here illegally. You take that up with your government. I didn't like Joe Biden either. I was making videos about the dangers of not having border control. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about an overzealous dictator who is talking about deporting American citizens. Yeah, we definitely advocated against that. So what are you talking about?
Where is the humanity and what place does it have in this conversation?
We'll have to see how many people actually end up there. I think part of this facility is to try and incentivize those who are here illegally to self-deport, to say, hey, you don't want to be here. You don't want to go to Alligator Alcatraz.
Wow, that's how they're going to use it. Look, they're going to be having that app to all the Haitians. Hey, look, your country is safe enough right now. Take y'all black asses back over there. You know, we're gonna give you $100 and a Happy Meal. Go ahead and self-deport, or you could wind up in Alligator Alcatraz. That don't sound right to me, bro. First of all, we still want to know who in the hell went over to Haiti and said that it's safe now. Who did that? What data, what empirical data do we have that somebody went to Haiti and said, you know what, y'all no longer need any type of protection. Y'all go back to Haiti. It's no longer dangerous in Haiti. That's what America's telling us. It's no longer dangerous in Haiti. Well, look, I'm here to say it was never dangerous in South Africa for them white folks that came over here. It was never dangerous for them. So take their ass back to Africa, just like you told Elon. Now, you're not going to send them white Afrikaners back over there, but you'll try to deport Elon because you in a beef with Elon. Which goes to show the man is power drunk. Hell you talking about? Yeah, it's very safe in Europe. Send them damn Eastern Europeans back to Europe. Very safe over there. Send them the hell back home. They ain't gonna do that. No, this is targeted towards melanated people. It's targeted towards melanated people. Yeah, send them people back to Russia and all of that. Send them back to Ukraine. Ukraine is listen, I did my research. Ukraine wants their citizens back. Ukraine wants their citizens back.
So you should probably just leave the United States of your own accord. The DOJ memo is very interesting, going back to talking about legalities.
About denaturalizing
citizens. We can denaturalize citizens.
Man, I know Haitians, Panamanians, Jamaicans, they look like they can be my brothers. Look just like us. I'm dead serious. They look just like us. I don't know how the hell ICE gonna tell the difference. I can't tell the difference. I went to Jamaica. I seen people that look like my cousins in them. I seen cats that look like my uncles in them. Black is black. I don't know. I mean, I can tell the difference between somebody who would be considered Hamitic. I can tell the difference. But listen, some of them same slave ships. Matter of fact, there was people in the Americas who were packed up out of the Americas and sent to the islands. They are actually our people. I mean, like telling you, black people are a target too for deportation, straight up. No doubt about that. And I don't say that so y'all can be scared. I don't, I ain't afraid. And white people don't want to get rid of us. They just, they got this love-hate thing with black people. They know they can't live without us. We taught them how to walk. We taught them how to tie their shoes. We taught them everything. Yeah, we taught them everything. Listen, we taught them reading, writing, and arithmetic. All of it. That's the history y'all don't know. During the dark ages, we were over here already. Everybody didn't come over here in cargo slave ships either. Don't get it twisted. We the real intellects. Yeah, we taught their ass everything. They ain't gonna just get rid of us. How you gonna get rid of us? You get rid of us, your country is going down a damn toilet. It's going down a sewer. Yep. Real 80 says Donald Trump's paternal ancestry is German. His grandfather, Frederick Trump, was born in Karlstadt, Germany, and immigrated to the United States in 1885. Yep, send his ass back to Germany. Let's send Trump back to Germany so he can be with his Nazi ancestors. Because Donald Trump is a white tether. Yeah, he's a white tether. He trying to act like a hillbilly, redneck, old-fashioned white man. That man's a Nazi. A damn German. He's a German. He's a tether. He ain't American. He's not a foundation. Donald Trump is not a foundational white American. He's a tether. Send his ass back to Germany. All right, what are we talking about? Let's go.
that is a law on the books. So the DOJ is looking to prioritize the enforcement of America's existing laws. There was an instance just earlier this year where somebody had their citizenship revoked, I can't even say the word. It happened because they were convicted of distributing child abuse materials.
Yeah,
it's something that can happen.
It is something that can happen, but it's something that is relatively rare and is usually reserved for things like what you're describing there. But one of the things that's interesting about that memo is that it says, in addition to heinous crimes, right? I'm not sure there's a lot of dispute about the code and what it says about crimes being a case for denaturalization. But it also says cases referred by a U.S. Attorney's Office in connection with pending criminal charges if those charges do not fit within one of the other priorities. So that's basically any crime.
Wow. Hold on. Let me see this. Hold on. Let's do some reading. Let's see. The Civil Division has established the following categories of priorities for denaturalization cases. Wow. They've already started putting laws in place for, denaturalization. That word is very, interesting, because what they're telling you essentially is natural born citizens. We're going to go ahead and denaturalize that. We're going to denaturalize natural born citizens. You see that word right there? Denaturalize. Denaturalize. It's interesting, right? It says cases referred by United States Attorney's Office or in connection with pending criminal charges, if those charges do not fit within one of the other priorities, and any other cases referred to Civil Division that the division determines to be sufficient important to pursue. Wow. Ooh, wee. Very interesting. So basically, they're making this very vague when it comes to criminal charges. Very vague, very, very vague. And the part that really stands out right here is number 10. Any other cases referred to the Civil Division that the division determines to be sufficiently important to pursue. So if they find it sufficient because it's causing some civil division. That means if you niggas get out there and protest, if something happens in the media and they like, look, you know what I'm saying? If something pop off and they don't like how brothers is taken to the streets, alligator Alcatraz, and then they packing you up and they sending you to damn Venezuela somewhere. That's what I gather from that. Y'all can think what y'all want to think, but if you out there looting or whatever the case is, that is considered criminal at this point. I think something is coming where they're gonna try to get brothers out in the streets. I think we next. They need another George Floyd situation. They need another Tamika Mallory. They need another, they need a situation where we crash out. So black folks, we need to stay put. This is what I'm gathering from this. Don't feed in too much of this. Yep. Yeah, that's right, real 80s. Imagine Dirty MAGA on a black free cruise ship to Europe. Dream come true. Yeah, put them on a black free cruise ship since that's trending right now, all on social media. Since it's trending, y'all being on a cruise ship with black folks line dancing, and that pisses y'all off so much. Yeah, let's send them on a Mayflower. We gotta call it some white stuff. We gotta call a cruise ship something white. Send them on a Mayflower right on they ass right back to Europe. Send them on, call it the Magna Carta. You gotta name it something lily and white, something pleasant. Yep. Yeah, send them on a Jesus cruise right back to Europe. Yo, y'all are wild, man. Yeah. Somebody said send them on the poison ivy. Good cruise ship poison ivy back to Europe. on white Jesus. On a Christian Carter. Send it on a ship Allison. Yeah, y'all crazy as I don't know what, man. Y'all wow. Yo, Terrence said call it the cauliflower. Yo, hey bro, I think the cauliflower got him. Hey, could y'all imagine that a white cruise ship called the Cauliflower, where a bunch of white immigrants is being packed up and sent back to Europe? Yeah, and it's gonna have free matcha and lattes on the way. It's gonna have free matcha. It's gonna have wine spritzers, and they going right back to Europe. See, they got to put us in alligator Alcatraz and all that. No, they're going to get them a damn cruise ship with free Starbucks. On the cauliflower. Back to damn y'all wild, man. Back to Europe. Yeah, see, when you put this stuff in reverse, it sounds crazy. But this is what they doing to us, but it's more like, how do I put this? It's more like genocidal. I don't know what word we gonna use for this. It's more like white. It's more like, I don't know. It's more evil. It's more like, but when we picture them going back, we don't picture this. We don't picture these people getting detained and for any little thing or any type of crime, and it's real vague and real blanket, and they could just deport somebody somewhere and lock them up. Like, what about rights? Yeah, this seemed like real depopulation, Yeah. Yeah, they can line dance all night. They can line dance all night on the way back to Europe. And look, we can finance it by APAC. APAC can finance the whole thing. Yeah, funded by the banks. Yeah, let them have a mass exodus. The Titanic gone right. Yeah, no black people on there. Y'all can just enjoy yourselves. Yeah, somebody said free Red Bulls and avocado toast. Ain't nothing wrong with avocado toast. It's good for you. And just send them around. Yeah, send them back to Europe. Yeah. Let's go.
Maybe you're caught with marijuana. Maybe you're caught with marijuana.
You already said free vape pens. Look, free vape pens for the youth. Yeah, they got unlimited Wi-Fi. Yeah, send them on a seizure Bourget. Right back. Yeah, send them on a seizure Bourget right back to damn Europe. Somebody said avocados come from Mexico. Remember that. 100. Shout out to Mexicans and shout out to avocados.
Any crime. Number 10, any other cases referred to the civil division that the division determines to be sufficiently important to pursue. So I think when people look at this, they look at this as a carte blanche.
Yeah, it's totally.
It is. It's a carte blanche. Damn it. We don't know what the hell they talking about. This is legal schmiegel. This is legalese talk for, look, if you niggas jump out of line, we deporting y'all ass, and we can't wait. The way Trump was walking around alligator Alcatraz, he's like, I can't wait to see these damn cells packed up.
To just say, Zohran Mamdani, you're a naturalized citizen. You're a high priority for us. We'll take it away.
Right.
What are the
Yeah, they can take away natural citizenship. They're doing a denaturalization right now.
guardrails here.
And you just said it's a little loosey-goosey. This is not a good thing to be loosey-goosey with. Denaturalizing people, sending them to jails in El Salvador. I mean,
Yeah, El Salvador. Ain't nothing normal about this, America. Wake up, America. This is not normal. Ain't nothing normal about this. Nah.
you cannot, by definition, if there was one thing you wanted to have tightened up.
Yeah, where are my Latins for Nubreed? Shout out to the Latins for Nubreed. Matter of fact, we need to get a t-shirt. Latinas for Nubreed. Latin people for Nubreed. Cause y'all was going hard for Trump. We love you, Donald Trump. No, I've been the one on the front line on the news vouching for y'all. Y'all gotta show me some love too, or I ain't shouting y'all out no more. I ain't doing it. Y'all better show some love on the social media side. There's been a couple of y'all that pop out. Matter of fact, if y'all in the building, show y'all's Mexican flags. You know, say show some love in the chat. Yeah, California Love says not all of us, homie. Yeah, shout out to the amigos, man. Y'all gotta show some love, man. It's gonna be a transfer of power one day. All right, I see Angel in the house. Alfonso in the building. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I see y'all.
It would be this. And by, you say the courts, so are people then going to be waiting in El Salvador on their knees, bent over, while we're waiting for the courts to decide whether that American citizen should have been taken out of this country?
I don't know, but I do know that
That's not okay.
That you jump to the worst possible conclusion with nearly everything that Donald Trump says or does, including enforcing the laws of this
And he
country.
said to the El Salvadorian president, we need more prisons there.
Yeah, he said it. We need more prisons there because it's too many. It's too many people locked up. We got too many of these niggas locked up over here. Jenny says, stop spreading lies and fear. Hey, Jenny, what are you afraid of? They packing us up. They're not sending you on a cauliflower on the way to Europe. What's going on, Jenny? And I'm telling my people, don't be afraid. What you scared of? These are just threats coming from your U.S. president. They ain't, listen, the Most High with you, can't nobody be against you. Kelly says you're spreading misinformation. It's like y'all are really bots. It's the same script with y'all. It's like y'all just copy and paste. Donald Trump tell you it's fake news, you believe it. Let's go.
I'm just
I also
basing on
just
what he
wonder,
said.
I mean, there are plenty.
Here's why you choose my firm if you're hurt in an accident. I used to work defending insurance companies.
According to Trump, of criminals who are here illegally that he can deport. Why does he keep talking about American citizens? Why is that a thing that keeps coming up?
They coming from Rainbow's chat. That's who they coming from, Rainbow's chat, because that nigga over there is scared. He's scared of every damn thing. I can't wait till I move to North Carolina. I can't wait. I just can't wait. I'll be moving to North Carolina in a matter of months. I just hope I just run into certain people. That's all. I just hope I run into certain people. Let's just put it that way. Because I know who's scared, who not scared. Anyway, let's go.
Naturalizing people who have citizenship, who've gone through a process, it's an onerous process. It's not an easy thing to become a citizen of this country. Why does that keep coming?
Yeah, I'm just saying I can't wait till I run into certain people just so I can say hello. Hey, how's it going? I just want to greet my neighbors in North Carolina. That's all. Yeah, I'll be moving there very soon. I just can't wait to greet my neighbors. I just can't wait. Anyway, let's go.
Coming up, and is this an open door for him to start using the same authorities that he's using against undocumented people against Americans?
Well, you heard him in the clip you played. He's obviously concerned about people who are extraordinarily violent being in this country. He doesn't like the idea that people have come here and been extremely violent
in this country.
And he doesn't like them either.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying I'm moving there to North Carolina, and I can't wait to meet my neighbors. Y'all don't turn this into something I ain't say. I just said I can't wait to move to North Carolina to greet my neighbors. Come on now, don't run away with it now. Don't run away with it. You ain't gotta do that. I'm just saying, it is what it is. I'm just saying, man. I just can't wait to move to North Carolina and just be near a lot of people that I know and love. I got a lot of family out there. I got a lot of family out there. I got a lot of people that I'm connected with. A lot of people I'm very close to. So you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to move there. That's all I'm saying. But you got a lot of people, who always talking like they scared. My audience ain't never scared. We ain't never scared over here. That's all I'm gonna say. None of us, we ain't never scared over here. We don't know fear. We don't have that. We don't have that pusillanimous vibe that a lot of these guys got. We don't have that. Anyway, let's go.
Well, they're born here. They're American citizens and they have rights. So why does
And she right. They were born here. They got American citizens. They got rights. Like, try explaining it to Harrison Ford over here. Harrison Ford, he not hearing what the hell you talking about. This sister like, yo, this ain't sounding too good right now. Harrison Ford like, get off my plane. I'm cracking jokes. Anyway, let's go.
I don't understand why he doesn't, over the history of this country, you don't think that we've been dealing with extraordinarily violent people for a very long time?
Right. Matter of fact, if we want to talk about extraordinarily violent people, we talking about these Europeans. The Europeans are extraordinarily violent people. Black people ain't out here dropping bombs on churches and schools and all of that. Black people not doing that. You talking about? We want to talk about violence. You know what I'm saying? These damn people need to be deported. They the ones came over here, stole the land. Yeah.
You probably say we're not dealing with them tough enough. I mean, it's probably his view. I mean, you
That's what they think. Like, that's what the white man think. We're not dealing with them tough enough. They need to be able to be deported if they break the law. Y'all thought this was all about Hispanics. Nah. Look, we need to be able to lock these niggas up and deport them when they break the law. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, somebody said race baiting and fear bait. Well, if you scared and you over here watching, you must love horror movies, dumbass. I don't understand you people. You come over here, you fear mongering. I'm scared. Well, you sitting here watching me, stupid. And get your ass up out of here. If this is fear mongering and y'all love horror movies because y'all stay watching it, it's dumb. It's stupid. I didn't tell you to come over and watch what I'm talking about. Yeah. As many times as I tell my people, stop being afraid, but I'm still going to tell you the news and what's going on. And the truth is, yes, Black people are now the target for deportation. That's just the facts. Go back over there with Zesty Incest Dude. Go back over there with Incest Dude. Go back over there with R. Kelly's a G Dude. Yeah. Go back on over there. Anyway. Yeah, if you're scared, go to church. The church ain't telling you a damn thing. I'm just keeping you informed.
heard what he said. He does not like the idea that extremely violent populations are not dealt with in the toughest possible manner. That is basically his position.
Last word, Bakar.
No, I think this is exactly what it is. I mean, I think a lot of it's rooted in the words that people don't like around this table. It's rooted in a lot of xenophobia. It's rooted in a lot of bigotry. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We should enforce the laws of this land. However, what we're doing right now, I'll go back to what I said at the beginning, is completely anti-American. I mean, the fact that simply because you are looking for a better life, and yes, we want to deport, and I want to be extremely clear, people who commit a crime, violent or not. No one is arguing that point with you. But alligator Alcatraz?
No, well, here's the point I want to argue. What about the 500,000 Haitian people? What about the 500,000 Haitian people who did what they needed to do, became legitimate, got their citizenship? What about those people having their citizenship revoked? Let's skip the whole talk about criminals, because I understand the agenda here. The whole talk about criminals is to be able to push the envelope to regular citizens being deported, and we don't, without question. They're just using criminals as a Trojan horse. But let's talk about the 500,000, 500,000 Haitians that did things by the book, but now they got to get packed up and sent out. Let's talk about that. Yeah, that's wrong. There's no way listen, the white man broke his covenant, broke his agreement like he did, like he always do. And the truth is, you can't tell the difference between a Haitian and a regular black American. So when ICE starts to do their raids, they ain't gonna know the damn difference. What if I just got a Haitian side-by-say shirt on that day? Well, I mean, what if I'm just running around bumping Kodak Black? What if I'm walking around bumping Kodak Black and, you know what I'm saying, I got a, you know what I'm saying, I'm playing and I got my Haitian flag on. What y'all going? Am I target for ICE? Like, stop. Let me see. Somebody says they entered illegally and were granted temporary protection. Tell the truth. No, they wasn't. They having their citizenship revoked. How could they enter illegally but have citizenship revoked? That's an oxymoron. They have citizenship. They thought they did things by the book. But somehow America said, you know what? Haiti is no longer a third world country. Haiti is no longer unsafe. Take y'all black asses back to Haiti. We trying to make America white again. That's what happened. That's what happened. And in the process, let's also change some laws to denaturalize U.S. citizens if they're criminals. And we're going to make a whole vague law. We're going to put a whole vague law in place, just like this big, beautiful bill. The big, beautiful bill has a lot of vague dynamics to it as well. Yeah, let's do these people a favor. I see real 80s in the house. Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition of fear-mongering. Watch this. Fear-mongering, scaremongering, one inclined to raise or excite alarms, especially needlessly. Right. I guess this is just made up needless info. I guess the information I'm giving y'all is needless and it's not prevalent to society. Because a fearmonger is going to come up with erroneous things that's happening in order to scare you. So niggas, I guess the weatherman, when he says it's a hurricane Cat 5 coming, I guess the weatherman is a fearmonger. You sound stupid. That sounds dumb, right? Like, no, I'm giving you the news. The weather, look, do you say the weather satellites are fear-mongering? No. Me telling you the truth, letting you know that black people are now the target for deportation is not fear-mongering, it's actual truth. There's laws regarding it. I'm reading it. I read the laws, what they said. I read the stipulations, and I told you what can happen from this, what may happen. It's called using your mind, critically thinking. But you got these old scared ass, weird ass content creators out here that love to claim somebody fear mongering. Cause they afraid, cause they projecting their fears. If you watch my material and you afraid and you soft, what more can I tell you? Especially when I'm telling you it ain't nothing to fear. Only thing you can do is turn to the Most High God. That's it. That's all you can do. Turn to the Most High God, live righteous, and don't worry about it. That's why I can crack jokes about it. That's why I can sit up there and say, look, they talk about get rid of us. They can't get rid of us. And white folks can't live without us. What you think I'm scared for? I'll speak the truth till I'm dearly deported. I don't care. You ain't heard? I'm officially a YouTube crash out. I've been crashing out on here. Speaking truth, crashing out with truth. Yeah, them people can't. Somebody says if you're FBA, you're safe. If you're a FBA, you're safe. Well, yeah, if at the end of the day, you know, this government, they just threaten and do what they do, man. Yeah, claiming fear mongering about the truth is fear mongering. Exactly. How you gonna claim fear mongering about the truth? Like, shut up. And shut your weird ass up. Stop watching my platform. Get your weird ass out of here. It's just the truth.
It's the most un-American thing I've seen probably since last week.
All right, guys. Next for us, the president.
Yeah, it is very un-American. Very un-American. I know, you know, people be like, well, that's CNN. Look, I heard the man say what he said out of my own 2 ears. Just because Fox News afraid to voice their opinion without being attacked, that don't mean nothing. Somebody say you're attracting a lot of hateful people. That's how you know I'm doing the work. I'm in the battlefield. Somebody say you're un-American. Actually, I'm very American, very patriotic. That's why me warning you about these things and how they break in the Constitution is me being patriotic. Yeah, double tap y'all screen. Get them likes up. And if you're not subscribed, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Somebody says, hate it for the Father's sake. Right. Yeah, you got to get in the battlefield and ruffle some feathers. You know, it's cool to talk to my day ones, you know what I'm saying? If y'all been rocking with the platform for a while, put a 1 in the chat. But it's good to also going into the lion's den and start shaking things up. Because the Bible says, be not afraid of them. It's good to just, you know, speak that real right to them. Because, you know, it's something about pissing dirty mag off. I don't know, it's something about it. Like being able to tell them that Jesus Christ is black and seeing how they react. And it's something about when you drop so many truth bombs on them, they just, you know, they get beaten to submission. And they get all dumb, they get all confounded and whatnot. When they see that, look, when they see that name calling and their little deflections don't work. Because then our people get to see how to deal with these entities. These entities who want to remain nameless and faceless. You got to ruffle feathers. Just like Christ was out there calling them the, look, synagogue of Satan right to their face. I wish we can do that in modern times. Tell them right to their damn face. Yeah. Somebody said battling ignorance and losing what you're doing. Spread some more hate. Quitting the Bible and supporting abortion, incredibly stupid. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, they throw rocks and hide their hands. Like I was saying, man, I can't wait to move to North Carolina. It'll be in a matter of months. You know, it's overdue. I get to spend some time with family. And I got some more opportunities out there. Of course, y'all know the Atlanta initiative is out there. Yeah, yep. So y'all gonna be seeing more events. You know, this summer, I'm just taking the time to get myself closer to the land. You know what I'm saying? and just kind of start over. Get a new beginning. Get a new beginning. Real soon. Real soon that's gonna happen. I'm hoping it happens in a matter of months. And you know, it's gonna be a nice time there. It's gonna be a great time, a new chapter in life. Being able to be around friends and family, people who really support. A lot of people got a lot of brothers, man, a lot of sisters, a lot of people out there in the Carolinas, man. And I think my time in Georgia is about up. I think it's ran its course, and now it's time to pack up, take the family elsewhere, and do what I need to do. And it's just a small. The Carolinas is small. The Carolinas is small. It's a small place. You just like never know who you're gonna run into. All that kind of stuff. Ash Floor says, "Good for you, my amigo." Yes, for sure. Yep. Yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. Somebody says, "Are you in Raleigh, Cary, Greensboro, Ontario, Murphy?" No, I haven't moved yet, and I'm not gonna say where I'm moving. I'm not gonna tell you my exact location, but I'll be in a city near you in North Carolina. Look at this MAGA. Look at this dirty MAGA. His name is the Big Weenie. North Carolina must have higher EBT. I already told y'all, white people are on EBT more than black folks. But the Carolinas, I think it's South Carolina, they have no tax on their food, which is great. No tax on food on South Carolina. Yep. Yep. Somebody says, "Escape the left soft laws of Cali. Them states good for you, new." Yeah, it's about time to get out of rusty ass Atlanta. It's about time to get up out of this place. Let me see. Sometimes it just comes to an end. Yeah. And so in case y'all wondering, man, yeah, the Haitians, man, they just lost their citizenship. And Trump says that he's gonna give it a month. But y'all know how he do. He'll have ICE at your shit in the next couple of days. Just like he told Iran, like, hey, I'm gonna make a decision in 2 weeks. And he sent them B-2 bombers and missed. When Trump say within a month, ICE is gonna be deployed tomorrow. Looking for Kodak Black records. ICE gonna be out there tomorrow. Looking for all the Sabase brothers. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody says, "I am looking to move too. I'm not 100% sure where or with who." Yeah, man, yeah, this year right here was just preparation for my big move. And once I move, I got some great things happening. Like I get to be closer to the people who are on the same page, and the mission gets done because I'm there daily. You know what I'm saying? I'm there with the people that I need to be around daily. You know what I'm saying? And I get to really lock in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chopping it up with y'all now. Just pretty much chopping it up with y'all now. I really do like the Charlotte area. I do like the Charlotte area. I like the Myrtle Beach area. There's a couple other areas that I really do like. Yep. Just a matter of months, man. Be out there going where I need to be. See, originally, a couple years ago, I had planned to move to North Carolina or South Carolina, either one to be near the land, and it just wasn't time yet. Because it's a time for everything. It just wasn't the time yet. I had so much going on. I had to upgrade because I had I had 2 babies last year. I had to upgrade and got another wife. And so it's like, all right, it's time to upgrade. I needed more space. So I did that, and I really wanted to wait to get the more space once I moved. I wanted to wait, go to the Carolinas, and then get the space, but it was time. You can't, you know what I mean? Yeah, because look, all the dirty MAGA people, yes, we can have more than one woman pregnant at the same time. They try to like, what the hell? You had two, but yes, I had 2 women pregnant. Yes. Yes. And anyway, it was time to expand. It was time to expand. And 15 kids, no, not quite. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. But anyway, somebody said Middle East is geographical location. He's trying to say Christ was Arab, which he wasn't. No, Christ was black. You hear that, dirty MAGA? Jesus Christ is black. A dirty MAGA. Jesus Christ is black. He didn't look like a young Donald Trump. Skin of bronze, hair of wool. Yeah, that's right. Old dude calling himself a weenie. We procreate over here. How's y'all's birth rates going? Huh? How's y'all's birth rates going, I say? Is this the reason why y'all packing the Hispanics and Haitians up? Because we making more babies than y'all? Our people making more babies? Melanated people dishing out more children than y'all? Y'all trying to get us with abortion clinics while y'all got fertility clinics? Y'all mad about that? Because we out here populating, making strong babies. Yeah, I had me an 8-pound baby girl and a 10-pound baby boy born last year. Months ago. You're mad about that, huh? Y'all got to go get embryos stimulated and do all kind of science. I know that pisses you off, don't it? Let me see. Yeah, and a new beautiful house. I know they want me to be broke, disgusted, and dusted. They mad at that. New homes, new everything. Just new everything. Everything new. Yeah. Man, I'm just having some fun. Anyway, it's been a very dynamic broadcast, man. Look, listen, if y'all enjoy me trolling dirty MAGA, but also keeping you informed at the same time, double tap the screen right now. Let's get the likes over 1,000. I've been trying to get y'all to get them likes over 1,000. But anyway, hopefully y'all got some understanding here. For everybody who super chatted, I want to thank y'all for y'all support. Yeah. Tell that boy get some government funds. Trump running this thing into the ground. He is. He running it into the ground. I don't even know if it's gonna be any presidents after this. He might be the last one. I don't know. Anyway, more material coming. Y'all be blessed out there. Shalom and peace.